Hello, I'm Clarice here from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's what's going on with the twin flames. What's your story there? I'm going to do this in two halves, so going into what's going on for the divine masculine and going into what's going on with the divine feminine. So I've made three readings here, the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Each one of them has got a deeper dive as well and a extended reading to go with it. So if you find that it is your situation, or could be your situation, you might want to get that. In that extended reading, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. Is there something for you to heal? Is there something for you to take action on? Guidance for you in this relationship. So you guys together, what do you need to know about that relationship? Is there something to look out for there, or how you can make it work really well? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of each of these readings, you'll see a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well, where you can also find your timestamps to jump ahead to your reading. Now this is a timeless reading as well, so whenever you get into it, it's good to go. So which one do you want? Do you want the crystal? Would you like the flower? Or the shell? Take a pick right now. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well as you're watching this. Love hearing from you guys, how it's resonating with you. Really helps my channel out as well. Click that subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. I do 3 of these Love Pick a Card reads a week. I do a daily energy update for the collective as well, and every single day of the year. And I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, which I'd love to see you in. To find out when that live show is, all you need to do is click on the Be Healing thing down there, and you'll see on that page my next show laying in wait, so you can see when it is in your time zone. You can click on that button that says set a reminder on it, so you can come along live. I do mini reads in there, so I'd love to see you in there. So go ahead, take a pick right now. I will see you in your reading, and enjoy. If you chose the crystal, and this one's for you, let's find out what's going on with your twin flame journey here. So as always, crystals, is going to be a deeper dive to this, an extended reading that goes with this. So if you find that this is your story or could be your story, you might want to get that. In that, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now, and also guidance for you in this relationship. So once you guys are together, or when you are together, the dynamics, how to make it work really well, what you need to know about in the relationship, and also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below as well. So let's get some general cards out first for the two of you, and then I'm going to split this into focusing on them and focusing on you, find out what's going on for both of you at the moment. Okay, so the general energies in this connection is hope. So maybe you're hoping for change at the moment, but it's hopeful. You might be feeling really good about this connection now, that things are going to get moving. Maybe there's change happening at the moment, feeling like you are on the way. On the way. So road less traveled has come out as well. So there's something uniquely right about you both. Uniquely, yeah, you're unique for each other. And so, you know, it's not like you can just go and find someone else, you know. It's not like you can, because there's not many people that have got the mix of stuff that you both have got. So you've got a very strong connection going on here. So let's get focused on them first. Pull some cards out for them. So divine masculine is going to be over here, divine feminine over here. What's going on with the divine masculine at the moment? Well, that was quick. Divine masculine's got the 4 of Pentacles. They're holding their energy back. They're not speaking at the moment. They're not communicating, holding their energy back. They've also got the Queen of Wands. They're very attracted to you. There's that attraction is there. 6 of Wands, but they want a victory with you. So they're holding their energy back because they're not feeling like they're going to have a victory with you. As much as they're attracted to you, they don't feel like they're going to have a victory with you just now. They want the victory with you. So the attraction is there, but they're holding their energy back right now because, I don't know, there must be some imperative, something standing in the way to have a victory with you, for it to be successful, truly successful. What about the divine feminine? What's going on for the divine feminine at the moment? I'm taking all of those. I'm taking those two. Divine Feminine at the moment is healing. Rest, recuperation, healing, focused on herself at the moment. And the Seven of Pentacles, she's planted the seeds, she's tending to the environment. So she's just getting on with stuff. She might be focused on her work at the moment, on her pentacles, growing things, that kind of thing. So let's get some clarity out for this. So Four of Pentacles, why is the Divine Masculine holding his energy back right now? I say his, but you know, the masculine can be in a woman as well. And the feminine can be in a man too. So Divine Masculine, Five of Emotions, but I will keep on saying he, because I can't just keep on saying it all, every combination, permutation. I'll be here all day if I did that. Four of Pentacles, holding their energy back, Five of Emotions. This is the card of having been shut down emotionally, unavailable emotionally, dealing with something too much for them to handle, unable to open their heart up, having to close their heart down to deal with something. They're not yet. This is the card of defrosting the heart, so that's good. It feels like they're on the way to opening up, but there's still something there about not quite ready. They're not quite ready to open up about it, maybe telling you about it, but there's a lot of attraction for you here, and they definitely do want this. They want this relationship, and they want it to be successful. Moreover, they want it to be successful, so not willing to come in before it's too soon, while things are up in the air, while things wouldn't maybe work out. Ten of Inspiration, they have burdens to put down first, so they've got responsibilities to put down first, so they want to get those out of the way. In other words, they don't want to start this off while they have other responsibilities going on, other burdens that are on their shoulders, because they want to devote their time to you. Four of Pentacles and the Five of Emotions, what's behind that? What's the deeper reason behind this? Creativity. So they're creating. The Divine Masculine has a very clear picture of what they want your future to be like together, and they're creating that. And so they're being very precise, very deliberate about the way that they're going about it. They come up with a plan, is what it feels like to me. And part of that plan is to kind of be closed-hearted at the moment, because as much as they are attracted to you, they want it to be a victory. They know that they have to put those burdens down. So the person is burdened at the moment. Divine Masculine is burdened by something at the moment, and he has to release those before he can move ahead for this victory with the Divine Feminine for the new day. Yeah. So waiting to create this, to set it off right, to start it off right. Now, what about the Divine Feminine? Four of Swords. She is healing herself, resting, recuperating, taking time for herself. Why have we got the Four of Swords for the Divine Feminine? Queen of Material. So yeah, getting on with work, that kind of thing, getting stability together, very much focused on pentacles, money, stability, maybe your home, that kind of thing. What's behind this? What's behind this is divine timing. So she's waiting. She's getting on with stuff. She's not just waiting like this. For the masculine, she's actually getting on with stuff. She's loving herself. She's, yeah, divine timing. She was like, well, if they're not ready yet, I will get on with these things. I'll give it a rest. I'll give the relationship stuff a rest while I'm focusing on my pentacles here, planting new seeds. What's my next adventure with my money or with my career or things like that. Seven of Pentacles, tending to the environment as well, sorting your stuff out, maybe doing a clear out, maybe decluttering, that kind of thing, organizing your life, whilst being very beautiful at the same time, very attractive. So very much aware of attracting the Divine Masculine, aware that there's eyes on you. The Divine Masculine has the eyes on you. And this could also be about planting seeds about your appearance. This could be about changing your appearance. Could be about getting really healthy and fit. It could be about changing, I don't know, skincare routine or makeup routine or all of that stuff. Very aware of how attractive you are right now. Now, Queen of Wands there, she's in on both sides here. So the Divine Feminine is definitely shining very brightly and attracting the Divine Masculine. Maybe the divine masculine is hearing her name all over the place, and just cannot. It's like the whole universe is trying to get the divine masculine, calling him in, kind of thing, saying, "Come on, get this sorted out." Duality. There's a duality there, though. Okay. So planting seeds here, whatever she's focused on right now, whatever you're focused on right now, Queen, there's a duality about that. So there's a part of you that wants to move ahead with your stuff, but you don't want to do it single. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to make too many plans because you think this relationship could set off now. So there's that push-pull kind of thing. I want to get on with this thing, but I'd rather the relationship start first. So I won't throw myself all in, because then if the divine masculine comes along, I might want to pull away from that. I want my time available for the masculine coming in for this relationship. Well, let's focus on the masculine again. What's the masculine got going on right now? What's the divine masculine got going on right now for crystals? Secretly admiring you. Secretly admiring you. They've got deeper feelings for you than the letting go on. So yeah, we already knew that. Four of Pentacles, holding it back. They're not telling you about it. Extremely attracted to you there, then. They're loving your energy as well. Yeah, the divine feminine is shining bright, extremely attractive at the moment. Glow up is what I'm hearing. Divine feminine is having a glow up, and oh yes, divine masculine is noticed. What else for the divine masculine? I mean, really, the divine masculine, it's all centered around that, releasing those burdens. So the divine masculine has some kind of burdens that he has to release at the moment. It has to leave the past behind first, right? It has to leave the past behind first. So he's getting on with that while the divine feminine gets on with something else. Tell us more about the divine masculine. He's being patient. What else? He's trusting. He's trusting in this union. Working on his self-worth at the moment, so feeling worthy of this. There is a little bit of a feeling of, I want victory with the divine feminine here, but maybe she's a little bit out of my league because you're glowing. Yeah, you're glowing here. I mean, really, this reading is all about the divine feminine here. Your cards are about you, divine feminine. Their cards are about you. What else for the divine masculine? So, divine feminine, obviously having learned to put herself first, which is good. So, the opening up now. Openness, yeah, that's the defrosting of the heart now. So they are starting to open up, unfolding like a lotus flower. So they could be in that transition to almost being ready. They've got old wounds though, stuff from the past to let go of, old wounds as well. Let's get a Lenormand out for them. Tell us what's going on for the masculine. Okay, so he's having to put plans in place and he's having to think things through with the foxy because he's in love. Divine masculine is in love. This is true love, and so he's having to think about things. Overthinking, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's get focused on the divine feminine now. Okay, so divine feminine, where's she at? When it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Okay, so the divine feminine is kind of open here to learning. It's interesting. Not so much focused on this relationship or not clinging to it so much, expecting a certain outcome, just kind of being a bit more open about it, seeing where it goes, if it develops, that kind of thing. So less of a tenacious hold on this, of expectations of, you know, maybe the divine feminine, maybe you've been disappointed so much that you know not to do that to yourself anymore, just like leaving it more open. But we're talking about twin flames here, so there will always be that pull, just as they're being pulled in by the divine feminine and your attractiveness at the moment. Attending to the details, yep, it's all about you at the moment. Attending to the details of your life. What else for the divine feminine? Freedom. Feeling free. There's an element there of wanting to maintain your freedom as well. Even once you get into this relationship, maintaining that freedom. So, divine feminine is free. Divine masculine isn't yet. What else? And that could have you, divine feminine, focusing on the differences between you. Like, how come? How come they're not mirroring me? How come they're not available? I'm available. They're not available. I'm ready to go. They're not ready to go. How come? Why is there not a mirroring going on here? Romance, though. So, divine feminine is definitely focused on the romance here, wanting it to start, feeling very romantic, like there's a lot of heart stirring kind of in your emotions. Yeah, maybe in that state of ready to have some kind of physical union here. Fear of commitment, though. Right, and so that could be, this is kind of the flip side, isn't it, of being this independent energy of moving ahead. It's like, well, I'll move ahead with this, and then I'm going to have to give it up. That's that duality that I talked about. Then I'm going to have to give it up. So there's some fear of commitment there, of the setting things off in your own life and then maybe having to renege on that once in a relationship. Something like that. A little bit cynical about this. So fears. Divine Feminine's got some fears to face. What about the Lenormand? Ship. Yeah, ready for movement now. Ready for this change. These changes to happen. So ready for change in this union. Shifting to the next phase. There we go. House. So very much focused on the house. Could be wanting to take this to the next level, moving in with each other, wanting that, really focused on that now, having them in your space or you being in their space, and that physical union there. So very much focused on the sensuality, on the romance of it, wanting to set this journey off here and be together. So let's get a message from your hearts to each other's hearts out. So their heart to your heart. Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine's heart. What do their hearts want to say? Back to what you love. Back to what you love. So they're making changes in their life at the moment to get them back to what they love. Reevaluating the desires, what is important to them. Very much feels like the Divine Masculine has had a change of, yeah, maybe a new chapter of the life kind of thing. What they've just been living is what they've just been living. It's just a chapter of their life, and they might be reconsidering what they want for this next chapter of their life now. So they could be in a transition phase at the moment. What else? What about the Divine Feminine, I mean? Well, the Divine Feminine is in love and knows that this is true love. This love is once in a lifetime. So extremely special connection here between you guys. Wow, well, let's find out in the deeper dive what's going to happen next, though. That's where you're both at the moment, and if that sounds like your story, then you might want to get that deeper dive for some more information. As I said, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now, guidance for you in this relationship whilst you guys are together, the dynamics, how to make it work really well, and also how this might all play out with possible timelines for that. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. You can find a link in the description box and in the comments as well. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing, so you do need to get your email address right. Type it in very carefully, otherwise you're not going to receive it. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so do check in those places. Promotions is a Gmail thing. And so once you find that email, there will be a link to the crystal, to the flower and the shell in there. Click on the crystal and on our device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, you'll see some information about the reading. You'll see a special free gift in there and a picture of a video. Click on the picture of a video. If it doesn't take you to a video right away, then just try it on a different device and it should do that for you. So there you go. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. I love hearing from you guys. I get back to everyone at the moment as well. At the moment, we'll see if it gets much busier, then I won't have time to do that. But right now I will. And yeah, click that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do 3 of these Love Picker card reads a week. I do a daily energy update every single day of the year for the collective. And I go live 3 times a week in my live show, Psychic Cafe, which I'd love to see you in. So click on the Be Healing thing down there. You'll find out when my next show is. It'll be laying in wait for the next show. You can see when it is in your time zone. You can click on set a reminder. Come along, I'd love to give you a mini read in there. And so there you go. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I will see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out what's going on with the divine masculine and with the divine feminine. So I'm going to do this in 2 parts, focusing on both of you, what you're both going through at the moment. And as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this, so an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that this is your story, it could be a story, you could get that. And in that, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now, whether there's something to heal or something for you to take action on, that kind of thing, or a different way of looking at things. And also guidance for you in this relationship, so you guys together, the possible dynamics, how to make it work really well, things that you need to know about. And also how this might play out, along with possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below for that. So the main energy around this union at the moment, or lack of union, is transcendence. There's something to get over, something to transcend at the moment. Something needs to change, huh? Common theme in all of them this time. Seeking resolution, seeking that change, seeking that transformation, seeking getting over something, building a bridge and getting over it, maybe something like that. Okay, so let's focus on the divine masculine first. What's going on in the what's going on with the divine masculine? The Chariot. Divine masculine is being pulled in 2 directions at the moment. Priorities, 2 priorities at the moment. You're a priority, something else in their life is a priority at the moment. There's a conflict, not necessarily opposites, but there's a conflict in interest there. That could be what needs to be transcended. One is the wish fulfillment, the star, which they hold hope for, very hopeful, for positive change. Another opposing force is a Queen of Swords here. Now, I think this is someone else. Don't think this is your energy, divine feminine. I think this is someone else. This is a negative kind of bitch in their life, pulling them in another direction. It could be someone that is like imposing restrictions on them. It could be someone, it could be a feminine energy. Could be an ex, manipulative, controlling, that kind of thing, causing trouble anyway. You're the wish fulfillment, but they're being held back by this one at the moment. Someone's got a manipulative effect on them, is what it feels like. And it's Queen of Swords. It's someone that's saying no, someone that's saying no, you can't do that, stopping them from moving forward. It's someone that's telling them no, and if it's someone that's got some level of control over them, they'll be doing whatever it is that they can do to stop them from moving towards you. Yikes. Okay. Now what about the divine feminine? What's going on with the divine feminine? Divine feminine, got the lover's energy, so you want to be with them so much. Very much passionate sexual energy between you both. But it's happening really slowly. The Knight of Pentacles, it's happening really slowly. So it feels to me like divine feminine is very much ready for this, going, come on, come on, come on. Divine masculine is wanting to, but being held back. Someone's throwing a spanner in the works is what it feels like. Why have we got the Chariot card for the divine masculine? Happiness. Divine Masculine wants happiness now, very much focused on their wishes coming true, on them being happy now, putting themselves first. Now, they might have been putting this Queen of Swords first before, and as they're pulling away from the Queen of Swords, that's when she starts causing trouble. What's behind this? So the Divine Masculine is advocating for their own happiness now. They could have been putting everyone else in front of them before. Everyone else ahead of them, everyone else's wishes and happiness above their own, and now they're advocating for themselves. But in that transition, there's kickback. Those that were put ahead of them before don't like it when they're putting themselves first instead. So they're having to let go, right? They're having to let go. Your person, the Divine Masculine could have been a people pleaser before, or just very responsible for people, and yeah. And now they're transcending that. They've learned better. They need to put themselves first. They need to love themselves, put themselves first, go for their happiness, and having to let go of that people-pleasing thing. So being pulled in two directions, the Star, you're their wish fulfillment. But there's the Queen of Swords getting in the way here. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. It's breaking the heart. It's breaking the heart. Not easy for them at all. Being pulled in two directions. But they're doing it anyway, integrating it bit by bit, integrating it, making a change, integrating it, making a change, integrating it. It feels like they might be spoon feeding this Queen of Swords to get around. It feels like whatever the change is, it's big. And if they announce it and they just do it, there's going to be too much pushback by this Queen of Swords. So they're having to, little by little, introducing a little bit of change here, change this, change that, step by step. Feels like they're trying to get out of a connection. To me, it could be a marriage, it could be, yeah, feels like that to me. Whew. Okay, Divine Feminine, the Lover's energy, very, I'm getting a strong sexual thing from this Lover's card. So Divine Feminine wants the Divine Masculine right now. Tell us why this Lover's card is here. Six of Materials, reciprocation, wanting to reciprocate that, feeling that reciprocation, so that sexual intensity, it's really firing up now. The pull, the draw, the sexual attraction. So maybe it's that it's been really building up for some time. It could have been that. What's the word I'm looking for? The tension, the sexual tension has been building. It's reciprocal. You both want each other. Perception, you're perceiving it. Divine Feminine is perceiving it. She can feel it, feel the passion. It's that smoldering. Probably everyone else feels it as well. You know, when there's that strong sexual tension between two people, you know you're going to be together. Okay, but it's slow coming. Hey, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a slowness, but slow and steady wins the race. Seven of Voices, deceptively slow. Deceptively slow. Deception, slow. So the slow approach makes you think maybe that the Divine Masculine is deceiving you. Maybe because they're having to do that step-by-step approach and you're like, you're not coming, are you? Otherwise you just leave them, just leave them. Reunion of Souls is behind that. So you're questioning them. Why are you holding back? Why aren't you coming now? So maybe the slow approach is making you think that they're deceiving you. Because if they really wanted you, wouldn't they come in? Just wouldn't they come in? Well, I don't know. I think there's more to it than that. They might be protecting something here. There's obviously something for them to transcend. So Divine Masculine, tell us about the Divine Masculine. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So they're trying to get out of something and be unemotional about it. It feels to me like they're trying to get out of this Queen of Swords energy while keeping the Queen of Swords sweet at the same time. Still a bit of people pleasing going on there, but it might be, I don't know, they might have children with this person or something that they need to sort out with them, and so can't just throw caution to the wind and say, oh, just get the hell out of there. because there's no consequences afterwards. It feels like there's consequences afterwards. So very aware of that. They're trying to be unemotional about it, but it is breaking their heart. Very disappointing. I tried to tap into that feeling. I didn't want to go there too long, but yeah, they're very disappointed. Very disappointed in this Queen of Swords after all they did for them, kind of thing. I feel like they really did take care of the Queen of Swords. Very disappointed how they're being treated now as a result of that. Yeah. Breathe through the tension. It's very tense. Very tense situation with this Queen of Swords. Go off at any point, you know, like a ticking time bomb. Ooh, it's not good energy. Okay. This Queen of Swords really could cause problems for the Divine Masculine here. They've had a lot of sway in their life is what I'm getting. So, they're spying on you. They're paying a lot of attention to what's going on with the Divine Feminine at the moment, but from a distance kind of thing. Very afraid of being rejected, but unsure, the mystery card, unsure of when this is going to be sorted out. It's still up in the air. Ooh, the tension. So the defensive, I think, with the Divine Feminine, I think the defensive with this Queen of Swords, I think the defensive with everyone at the moment, just like they're trying to keep the head above water and trying to get this change to come about, but it's tricky. Specialness, but you're special. So they're doing this. I'm going to take these three as well because they were speaking to me. They're doing this, but they're defensive about the situation at the moment. They're trying to do the right thing. You've got a person with a good heart here. They want to take this risk and come towards you. A lot of passion for you too. Told you the sexual tension is there. Wanting to be your lover, wanting to be by your side there. In union. Okay, let's focus on the Divine... oh no, we'll get some of these out first. Tell us more. Divine Masculine, where are they at right now? Wanting to give you a love offer, big love offer here, bouquet of flowers, wanting those gestures, to give you a gesture, wanting you to know that you're loved. Oh, want to start this off. Give birth to this, let's start this thing. Could be that they want to have children with you as well. Oh, okay. A lot of drive then for the Divine Masculine. Now what about the Divine Feminine? Divine Feminine, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So it feels to me like the Divine Feminine is getting more and more into our heart. You know, cannot shut it up now. Got to listen to the heart. It could be shouting really loudly at the moment, the heart and the body as well too for the Divine Feminine. And power, you instinctively know what's right for you and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So Divine Feminine very much in the Empress energy here of having that power, and yet the Masculine isn't in that Emperor energy now, or seems not to be, because they're not claiming that. And that could be very frustrating for the Feminine right now, because they've stepped in their power. They've stood up to these things, similar situations to that before, and they've got through it. The Masculine is just going through it now, and that could be frustrating to witness. Tell us more for the Divine Feminine. So the Divine Feminine might be wanting the Divine Masculine, just to kind of man up and sort it out and make that change. The Masculine is navigating it the best. The way that they think is best for there to be less problems in the long term, because there's a risk involved here. So the Divine Masculine. What about the Divine Feminine? Where's the Divine Feminine at right now? Divine Feminine is finding balance between head and heart is what I'm hearing now. And believe in your good luck. So trying to get more positive about this and believing in your good luck. That you're going to be the lucky one here. You're going to be the victor here. It feels like you are. Well, you're twin flames, so you will be. Tell us more. It's just a matter of time. Hey, control. Wanting to have control over this. Wanting to have control over this. But it's not yours to take control over. It feels like the Divine Feminine is just waiting here. Gifts. Ready to receive from the Masculine. Yeah. Ready to receive from the Masculine. There could be an element here, that control. There could be an element that you've been in a similar situation before. Queen of Swords, you could have a Queen of Swords in your life as well, and you've sorted through that and you got through it. So you could have been on the receiving end of that control, as they seem to be on the receiving end of control at the moment. So you could be very compassionate toward them. I feel that this gift is you wanting them to come forward with a gift. So fear of an inadequacy for the Divine Feminine. So feeling like not good enough, like they're deceiving you. Are they really coming forward, or they're just, is it lies? Or they seem to want this, but they're not coming forward. Why wouldn't they just let go? It's love. It's true love. Like the feminine is really in love here. Self-love as well. Having to focus on that self-love and do it for yourself while they're not coming in. But wanting this happiness. Wanting to be together and having this happiness. So you do know it's true love. You know that you're going to be really happy with each other. So you're wanting it to start off. Child. Is there a pregnancy involved here for some of you? Or you're wanting to start this? Child involved. Someone could already be pregnant. Okay. That's just for some of you there. Some of you might be wanting to start a family. Stalk. They had stalk too. News of a birth of a child, maybe. And dog, loyal heart. So the feminine is already loyal to them. So with all of this sexual energy, you're not in union at the moment, but there's nothing else the feminine can do because her heart's already loyal. Heart and the body already loyal. There's no other options. It's this one or nobody kind of thing. Very frustrating kind of a situation. There's a lot to transcend at the moment, right? So let's get some messages from their heart to your heart. Divine Masculine's heart to Divine Feminine. What does the Divine Masculine want to say to the Divine Feminine? Turn on your heart light. Wanting you to get more in your heart. I think you've got that message already anyway. I think you are doing that. Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine says, do something for someone. You want to receive from them. Do it for me. You're saying, do it for me. Do it for me. Give your attention to me. You want to divert their attention. You don't want them to be prioritizing that other person anymore. Like, give your attention to me. Come this way now. That's that element of control, like wanting to take control of this, wanting to make it happen. Maybe you kind of want them to help them through this, or coach them through it, or say, come on, do it. You have to let go. That thing isn't going to change. Very frustrating kind of an energy here, especially fueled by all of this passion. You're ready. Divine Feminine is ready. I'm hearing it loud and clear. So there you go. If that sounds like it is your story, or could be your story, the flowers, then you might want to get that deeper dive. For more information on this, and I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now, managing yourself at the moment. Is there any action that you can take to move this forward? Is there something that you can heal right now to be ready for this? Guidance for you in this relationship, so dynamics between you once you guys are together. What do you need to know about that? How to make it work really well, and also how this might all play out, along with timelines of that. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below too. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to get your email address right, so type it in very carefully, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail, so do check in those places. In that email you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on a device where you can open PDFs. Now in that PDF you will see some information about the reading. You'll see a special free gift in there, and you'll see a picture of a video. Click on the picture of a video. If it doesn't take you to a video right away, then just do it on a different device and it will do. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Click that subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. I do 3 of these pick a card love readings a week. I do a daily energy update for the collective as well, every single day of the year. And I go live 3 times a week as well in my show Psychic Cafe. To find out when that is, you can click on the Be Healing, my channel down there, and on that page you will see the next show, Laying in Wait, so you can see when it is in your time zone. You can click on set a reminder there. Come along live sometime. Would love to give you a mini reading there. So there you go. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I will see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, then this one's for you. Shells, let's find out what's going on in your twin flame union at the moment. Now I'm going to split this reading in half kind of thing. It's going to be about the divine masculine and about the divine feminine, where you're both at. Now, as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. And so if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, there'll be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's start off with a couple of cards for you for this union. General cards for this union. Tell us what's going on. It's one of those days. I'm just throwing the cards on the floor. This is protected. There's an element of protection here, the Sentinel. And so your person, you might both be protecting each other. You might be looking out for each other's interests here. There might be a need to protect this relationship as well. It feels though that you're already doing it now. You're both being protective toward each other. And play. It's a very playful connection as well. So having fun together. But protecting this union. You might be not letting other people know what's going on between you, not gossiping about yourselves, you know. Okay, so let's focus on the divine masculine first. What's going on with the divine masculine? Divine masculine wants to come in fast. Knight of Swords, got something to tell you. Wants to come in fast. A big push to get this going now. Broken hearted. Find out what that's about shortly. It's broken hearted, wants to make a move. What about the divine feminine? What's going on with the divine feminine right now? She wants the pain to end. She's in pain right now. Ouch. What happened, divine feminine? And what else? She can't see the way forward here. 2 of Swords. 2, fulfilling her wishes. So it seems like the divine feminine is in pain at the moment because the divine masculine has to make a move. But the divine masculine has some kind of a heartbreak thing going on. So let's find out what it is. Knight of Swords. They want to move fast. Okay. Putting things into practice. Team playing kind of thing. Learning about the divine feminine, wanting to practice, wanting to play, just, yeah, wanting to make a move on that. So the divine masculine really wants to get this thing going. And actually, it's that day-to-day living. This is the 5 of Inspiration is a card of practice, of trying things out, practicing, getting to know all the facets of you kind of thing by being in the relationship together. They've got a lot of drive to be in this relationship right now. And they want to do it right now. There's an element of impatience about it. Healing energy behind that. Wanting to heal this, wanting to have those conversations, wanting to be in this relationship, put it into practice, actually have this be a tangible relationship. A tangible, practical relationship, wanting to do the practical things together, like setting up home, that kind of thing. But the 3 of Swords, there's some heartbreak here. How come? 3 of Swords. Divine masculine is heartbroken. What about? 3 of Inspiration. Having to wait. It's having to wait. Yeah, there's impatience. So the waiting is breaking the divine masculine's heart. There's impatience there. Both in pain here, huh? Home, because they want the home thing to change. They want to move in with you. They want to be living with you. They want to be setting this life up together now. Very impatient about that. In pain because of it. But there's an element of waiting for the perfect timing. That 3 of Inspiration. So I wonder what's holding the Divine Masculine back then. Anyway, Divine Feminine, Ten of Swords. Divine Feminine in pain, wanting this pain to end, wanting to be together. Ten of Swords. Why have we got the Ten of Swords for the Divine Feminine? The Hierophant. Commitment. So there could be a commitment that's ending. It's causing the Divine Feminine pain. She can't see the way forward to get her wishes fulfilled because of some kind of commitment. Having to do things by the book. Having to do things by the book is causing pain for the Divine Feminine. Oh, it feels like you both want to be in connection now, but something external is holding you back. Emotional release is behind that, so very emotional about it. So a lot of pain on the Divine Feminine's part here. It's Two of Swords, but she can't see a way forward here to getting her wishes fulfilled. So there doesn't seem to be anything that the Divine Feminine can do at the moment to make her wishes fulfilled. It feels like there's an impediment in your way. Maybe you're in different locations or something like that. But very well could be a location thing, because I'll get in that. Want to be living together, want to have set up home together. But there's something keeping you apart right now. Two of Materials. So things are up in the air for the Divine Feminine. She wants that start. You want your new start. Ace of Voices. You're having plenty of ideas about it, but it's all up in the air. Nothing's tangible. Nothing's able to be actually locked in and actually living it yet. Feel your frustrations. Teaching now. She's learning a lot while she's going through this. Maybe about patience. Maybe you're both learning about patience at the moment. Wow. Okay, so let's find out more. Let's focus just on the Divine Masculine now. What's going on with the Divine Masculine? Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So there's space in between you at the moment. Obviously not together right now. Breaking both of your hearts. Very painful for you both being apart. Wow, I wonder what the bigger picture is in all of this, because this, I'm just getting you both kind of in this same situation of being in pain about this. What else for the Divine Masculine? You know, it feels like that neither of you are in control of this thing. Divine Masculine. What's going on with the Divine Masculine right now? Unleash your kindest self. Oh, they've got something going on at the moment that's making them want to be unkind. So they could have people around them. Could be in a situation that's making them angry, or around people aren't being good with them at the moment. So they're having to tap into the kind self more, and it's a bit of a challenge for them. Could be around that heartbreaking stuff there. Oh, so if there's something going on for the Divine Masculine where they're being held back from this, it could be making them angry that they're being held back, and the very, very impatient kind of an energy with the Divine Masculine there, and they're really having to force themselves to be kind to the people involved. So say, you know, I don't know what it would be, but if there's somebody involved in this that's stopping them from moving forward, keeping them where they're at the moment, not letting them move location or quit the job or whatever it is, then yeah, it could be making them real angry. Could be focused on that person or whatever. So watch out, caution. So they're being very cautious about this, about the whatever it is they've got to let go of, or the movement that needs to happen. Having to have caution on it. Maybe they've got a lot to lose. They could have a lot to lose. Flirt. We're feeling flirty. Really? That doesn't seem like that energy fits. Oh, okay. Caution. Caution not to flirt. Why? Why not flirt with you? There's this, I can't be open about this relationship yet. Cannot flirt. Being cautious about that, cautious to get involved or have other people see that you're involved for some reason. Yeah, it feels like there's some kind of contract or something going on where something is standing in the way of your union. Too many. And so they're cautious to flirt with you. But enjoyment, wanting enjoyment with you, wanting to have some good times with you, wanting to flirt with you, yes. And receiving, wanting to give you a gift and just have that exchange. So it feels to me like they're ready for this. They want to be with you already, and they know that it's going to be a reciprocal relationship, and it's really good. But something's stopping them right now, and it's really testing them right now. What's stopping them? Very difficult for them. Breaking the heart, making them angry. Coughing. Something needs to be put to bed first. It needs to end first. Situation that they're in right now needs to end first. Stars, so they can have their dreams come true. The dreams with you come true. Okay. What about the Divine Feminine? Where are you at right now, Divine Feminine? Where are you at right now, Divine Feminine? I'm presuming that you're the Divine Feminine here. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now's the time to give to yourself. Right. So it feels to me like you're focused on getting into this union, you're focused on the other, and then this is saying like, you need to be focused on yourself. Only time will tell. You need to give this time. I think there's impatience on both sides here. And that's what's causing the pain. This really wanting to be in union. There's a lot of longing kind of an energy here, wanting to be in union and it being painful that you're not. Seeing the bigger picture and taking a breather, but there is a need to slow down, to take a breather, to see the bigger picture, to put things into perspective, to acknowledge that there are impediments to this at the moment and accept those and not be so railing against it. Yeah, there needs to be an acceptance here. I'll get into the guidance in that deeper dive anyway. Oh, this is tricky, isn't it? You've got a tricky situation here. So you're healing your heart. Having to heal your heart, Divine Feminine. Or you have been healing your heart. And forgiveness, forgiving them for the situation that they've put you in, for whatever this impediment is. Having to forgive them for that. And I say forgive them for that. It definitely feels like it's a Divine Masculine kind of an issue here, just because of this. Just because of this Two of Swords here and the Two of Materials. It's up in the air for the Divine Feminine. She can't make a decision. She can't do it. It's not hers to do. No action for the Divine Feminine to take, I don't think. I don't know, we'll get into that. If there is any action for you to take in the deeper dive, when we get that guidance for you. Well, let's take that. We'll take that one as well. Right, so someone's got a bad attitude. Never enough. Bad attitude. There's a non-acceptance about this. It's not enough right now. And it's like, I want this to happen. I want this to happen. Wanting to give. How interesting. They got the receiving card and you want to give. So you're ready and willing to give to them. You've got a lot to offer. And you want to give to them. You want to help them out here. So that it could be them in a tricky situation. Divine Masculine in a tricky situation. But there's a snake. There's a snake here. There's something that's not a bit honest or a bit of underhandedness. Maybe this is a third party. I don't know. I'm not getting a clear message on what the impediment is. Just the energies around that and the frustrations around it. Clouds, a lot of dreaming kind of energy, a lot of fantasy with the Divine Feminine, so very much in that dreamy kind of an energy. Not feeling so good though about that snake energy. Caution, there's caution on both sides here. Okay, well, let's get a card out from their heart to your heart. What does their heart, Divine Masculine's heart, want to say to the Divine Feminine's heart? Take a chance on love. They want you to say yes. So Divine Masculine a little bit worried that the Divine Feminine might not say yes. What does the Divine Feminine's heart want to say to the Divine Masculine's heart? Too much. Let's try again. What does the Divine Feminine's heart want to say to the Divine Masculine's heart? Yeah, there could be a big outpouring from the feminine. You want a lot, you want to say a lot to them. A lot of emotional communication needs to come out. Maybe that's been shut down. Be authentic. Like, be true to yourself, says the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine. Be true to yourself. Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. So the Divine Masculine then, it's the Divine Masculine that needs to make a move. Be true to themselves. They might be living a lie at the moment. It might be that they need to step forward into their authenticity and take a stand on something. Right, to come forward, put the foot down, kind of be stronger in that decision to come forward. It feels like the Divine Feminine really wants them to do that because she can't do anything about it. It's theirs. It's the Masculines to make a move here, is what it feels like. Wow, there you go. If that sounds like it is your story or could be your story, Charles, then you might want to get that deeper dive for some more information on this. I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. Is there something for you to heal here? Is there some action that you need to take? Is there some action that you can take to get this moving forward? Guidance for you in this relationship as well, once you guys are together. What do you need to know about the dynamics of that, how to make it work really well? Is there anything that you need to watch out for there, be aware of, so that you can work around it? And also how this might all play out along with timelines. That should be very interesting for this one. I might get more clarity on this situation in that part. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below as well for that. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to get your email address right. So type that in very carefully, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You click on that shell on your device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, you'll see some information about the reading. You'll see a special free gift in there, and then you'll see a picture of a video. Click on the picture of a video, and you can watch it right away. If it doesn't take you to a video straight away, just try it on a different device and it will do. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Love hearing from you guys, and I get back to everyone at the moment anyway. And click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do 3 of these pick a card love readings a week. I do a daily energy update for the collective as well, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, which I'd love to see you in and give you a mini read. You can find out when that is by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there to get on my channel page, and you'll see the next show laying in wait, so you can see when it is in your time zone, and you can click on set a reminder to come along. So if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this, and if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly.